guys, it's Bree. So today I'm going to be showing you what I'm taking to France with me when I go on holiday. So my period's not actually due while I'm away in France, but it is due 2 days after I get back. So just in case the travelling messes up my cycle, which it's very possible to do, hasn't done it before, but you never know, and it's better to be safe than sorry. So I have packed a small period kit just in case. I mean, this doesn't look very small, but I'm going to show you what's in here. So this is my kit. This one has a little loop so I can hang it on the back of my door in the bathroom, but this is effectively the kit that I'm taking with me. So in the top pocket I have my lunette cup. I always take a menstrual cup with me, and I need to add my lubricant into here, but that's in the other room, so I'll get that in a minute. But I will take my menstrual cup and my little Yes bottle of lubricant to help me insert it, because I do like to have lubricant all the time. Some people don't need it, but I personally prefer to use it. Then in the next compartment is all my kind of washing stuff. This is a plastic bag, a reusable plastic bag that's a really solidly made one, and that's where I sometimes soak my pads. I don't really need that for this holiday, but I leave it in there just in case, because it can also hold soil pads if I need to. Kind of steps in as a wet bag. I have a mini wet bag here in case we want to go out while I'm away in France and I've got my period, so I can put that in my handbag in case I have any soil pads. And then also tucked to the back here, which you can't really see, is my Emila stain stick, because I'm going to be hand washing the pads if I do get my period. So for the pad section, I actually have 5 pads in here. I have 2 heavy flow pads. The reason for that is that on my heaviest day I usually use my menstrual cup, so I'm probably not going to need nearly as many pads as I would. And I have 3 regular flow pads. Again, I use my menstrual cup the majority of the time, but if I have difficulty with it, then I can put on a regular cloth pad, and then after I've used that I can put my menstrual cup back in, hopefully wash that pad out, and if we're in France it's hopefully going to be nice and warm and sunny. It should dry out a lot faster. That's one thing to bear in mind if you're going away up to a place that's really warm, is that the pads will probably dry a lot quicker, especially if you have a balcony in a hotel or something and you could dry them out there. We're actually staying in a villa with some family. But yeah, the 5 pads I have are, I have a, what's it called, Novel Red, heavy 10-inch, I think it's 10 inches. I've got to review that pad for you guys, I just received it the other day actually. I have a 10-inch heavy Homestead Emporium pad. It's not the contour one, it's their Ulti Mini, I think. And then I have the Emila pad, that is the Penelope. It's actually the heavy absorbency, but I use it for regular flow just because of its length. It's about 10 inches, but because of that it could also be used for my heaviest day if I need to. And the last one I'm taking is my Mimi Street pad, simply because it folds up so neatly inside here. It just takes up minimum space, so they're a very good travel pad, I've discovered. And yeah, really cool, and it's just a nice fitting pad, really good. So that is my kit that I'm taking with me to France. And the only thing I'm going to add in here are panty liners. The reason they're not in here already, there is still quite a bit of space in here for me to put them in. And I'm going to take some disposable organic Natracare mini liners. Just because if we do any activities, I find that pads that have poppers underneath, I don't have any wingless pads at the moment, panty liners at the moment. So what I really want is to get some of those, but until then I'm going to use the disposable natural ones, just because they're easier when we're doing sports like horse riding or something. I never know with the boys, they're really active. And I will put some reusable panty liners in here as well. They're probably about 5. We're going for 8 days, but as I said, I'm going to use the disposables every now and then, and I don't always need to use a panty liner every day. But they're currently in the wash, so I need to wait for those to be washed when I get a decent amount in there, and I'll wash them just before I go on holiday and put the rest into here. So that is my kit, and this is the bag I always take with me when I'm travelling. I like to always have something with me, even if it's only panty liners and a menstrual cup, just in case you get your period, because you never know, it can get quite mixed up, your cycle, when you're travelling through time zones. So thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and I will talk to you later. Bye bye. Detail about what the conditions are. So PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it's very, very, very unlikely that I have this condition. And I'm going to show you by using the NHS, which is our National Health Service for those of you outside the UK. Their